Hello, my name is Kimberly Murray, and this is my exemplification speech for English 101, Professor Stevens at Anderson University. Today I will be talking about stigma associated with mental illness. It has been said that those who suffer from mental illness face a double-edged sword. And what this means is, not only do people who are suffering from the mental illness face the serious and debilitating symptoms of the disorder itself, but they face discrimination and negative attitudes of others as well. This is not right, and this is an area that I am very passionate about, and I chose this to speak on because I want to help change the way people see those who suffer from mental illness. Mental illness consists of a wide variety of disorders, including, but not limited to, depression, anxiety, obsessive-compulsive disorder, eating disorders, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. Again, these are just some to name a few. There are numerous disorders that are considered to be mental illness. Now, mental illness can affect anyone at any time, as it does not discriminate. According to the World Health Organization, there are approximately 450 million people who are currently suffering from some type of mental or behavioral disorder, but approximately 2/3 of those seek treatment. The rest of them are afraid of seeking treatment because they do not want to be labeled. I wouldn't want to be labeled, but unfortunately stigma is everywhere. Stigma is in the media, stigma is on television, stigma is in the workplace, stigma is even in schools. In fact, studies have shown that teens are afraid to seek treatment. Fear and embarrassment play a major role in preventing them from seeking the treatment that they need in order to maintain a healthy life. Now, imagine a student who is emotionally disturbed, and he or she receives services in the special ed department at school. They are already ridiculed for receiving special ed services, and in addition to that, they are suffering from depression as well. The depression is getting worse, and he or she feel like they don't know where to go or what to do. The grades are slipping, he or she is withdrawing him or herself from everyone else, and their behavior just starts changing. And this student is so depressed that he or she is contemplating suicide. No one is aware of this until one day maybe a teacher finds a note that reads, "I don't get it. Everyone else seems so happy. They walk around at lunch, in the halls, in gym class, always smiling, always laughing, telling jokes. How can they be so happy? I wake up in the mornings with nothing to look forward to. I go to bed with nothing to look forward to. Are the ones who are so happy laughing at me or what? I can't talk to anyone because no one else cares. They're not concerned about me. Hey crazy, want to come hang out? Come on, hang out this afternoon." Not, "You're too slow. What's wrong with you anyway? You never talk. You're just psycho." This is all I hear at home, at school, on the bus, walking outside. I hear this everywhere I go. I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. Should I or shouldn't I? Unfortunately, this is a note this is how a student may feel after suffering from the mental illness, depression, and this is not right. We have got to bring about change and improve our mental health system. Same is true with adults. Adults are afraid of facing discrimination. For instance, employers want people who are capable of performing job duties. Correct? Okay, so if they know someone has a known mental disorder, then chances are they're going to stay away and choose someone from that person, and they're going to choose someone else for that position. See, people who have mental illness, they may not have the same opportunities as opposed to someone who does not suffer from a mental disorder. And this is sad but true. And denying this person an opportunity to gain employment and support his or her household, not only does it create problems for that person and his or her family, but it creates problems for society as well. Or it can. For instance, think about all of the shootings and the tragedies that have taken place over the last several years. The Colorado massacre, the Newtown shooting, the Navy Yard shooting, the U.S. Capitol shootings. Those are just some to name a few. More recently, think about Senator Dee's son. He stabbed his father and eventually killed himself. All of these were events that should have and could have been prevented, in my opinion. And while it is unclear as to whether or not these people were seeking or receiving treatment, one thing is clear: there were tons of negative attitudes and comments circulating throughout, the communities. Not only, in the communities, in the workplace, but think about it, in the media. The media referred to them as insane. If you go on CNN.com like I do, in order to keep up with current events, you scroll down to the comments section and you can see comments, tons of comments, such as psycho, nuts, wackos, this person is crazy. Unfortunately, these comments were left, and those who are suffering with mental illness but are afraid to step forward, they are reading these comments, they are hearing these comments, and this is preventing them from coming forth and seeking the treatment that they need in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. This is sad but true. This is just the way it is, and we have got to improve our mental health system. Now, according to the CDC, that is the Centers for Disease Control, they say that the beliefs and attitudes of people are shaped by one's own personal experiences and knowledge on any given subject. I couldn't agree more. We have got to change the way people think about those who suffer from mental illness. If negative attitudes continue, then so will discrimination, and that is just unfair to those who suffer from a particular disorder. But if positive thoughts are expressed, then so will there be positive results in mental health area, and this has definitely got to be the case. Now, I want to include one of my favorite quotes. It comes from Clemson head football coach Dabo Swinney, and I found it fitting for this topic of mine, and I would just like to share that with you. He says that the only real disability in life is a bad attitude. I couldn't agree more. When I heard this, I was like, wow, that is so true. There are no disabilities in life, none except a bad attitude. And so I just wanted to share that with everyone, because I thought it was a very powerful statement. Now, I said all that to say this: tracking and understanding attitudes is required in order to see improvement in the mental health system. Okay, so once shame and disgrace are removed as part of the formula, as part of the problem, then people will be more likely to seek the treatment that they need, regarding mental health. So anyone can take part. Anyone can take part in improving our mental health system. You do not have to have any kind of special talents or experience or a certain amount of money. Anyone can take part. I myself have plenty of experience working with those individuals with disability and special needs, and I have enjoyed it. It is a very rewarding career, and I just can't wait to see the improvements that will be taking place eventually. Participating in forming support groups, learning more, educating yourself, educating the public about mental illness, donating time, volunteering time or money. Those are just some of the ways that you can help out and help improve the mental health area. And be creative. Use what you got, and that will be plenty. And that is my speech, and I hope you all enjoy. Thanks.